Okay, we're back on the Morning Brew. One of our Wednesday regulars is our relationship coach. Anna Loisel is with us today. Happy New Year, Anna. Good to see you.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
I had a great time visiting with you at our big Christmas party.
I know.
That was
Yeah,
fun.
it was nice. It was great seeing you guys.
Yeah, it was fun to see
Yeah,
you
outside of
out
here,
the
right?
office.
Out of the office. I know it.
Not in work mode.
That's right. We were having fun.
Yeah, I think you're going to have a big year helping people. I really do.
I do too. People are, they're struggling a little bit in relationships, and so I'm here to help, and we can do that for them.
The holidays were great, and for my wife and I, it was really a nice time. We had time because we weren't doing the show, and we had time to just be together in the morning, and I don't know, I just felt a real sort of a renewal or a bonding or something like that. I don't know what to call it, but it was just a nice cozy time to be with my wife, and I think she felt the same way about me, and I kind of like that to start the new year.
Yeah,
good for you. I don't know that a lot of couples have that experience, so that's amazing, because it can be really stressful for couples. It really can. I guess just be stressful, because there's different ways that couples want to approach the holidays.
Right.
So now we're kind of struggling with that. And then just the hustle and bustle and family and, in-laws are involved. So good for you that you had that experience.
Well, it's not, we're not trying to be a model or anything. It just was a choice we made.
Yeah.
And maybe you can speak to that, because couples have a choice. You don't have to be that busy, or you don't have to be pulled apart. You can come together.
Oh, well, you get to decide, right?
Yeah.
And
you do.
The challenge is often we approach life differently. As individuals, we have an idea or an expectation about how we want life to go, or the holidays to go, or even the new year to go. And they're not always the same as our spouse. So it's learning how to negotiate those differences. One of the gals in the back asked me, well, what would be your best advice, for couples? And I said, you got to learn how to negotiate.
It is.
You really have to learn how to negotiate.
That's
and if
right.
you don't have that skill, or you think that it's all about you, it's going to make it really difficult to be in a relationship, because it's a two-way street here. You got two people, not one person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's right.
Yep.
And a lot of times during the holidays, I see a lot of people struggle once they get into relationships. Like Rich and I have it pretty down packed with the whole being able to separate our time amongst family.
Right.
But I see a lot of people like, oh, I can't believe he doesn't want to see my in-laws. And I'm like,
Right.
No,
There's some
work it
trade-offs
out,
you got to make.
Right. Well, it's learning to honor your partner's needs as much as your own, and having that conversation around actually needs, not strategies, but, if I need connection and I want to get that met through my family, that's one strategy, but there can be other ways to get that met. So really what we first start to do is talk about what are your needs, and it's not that I need you to do something. First, it's just what is my need, and then how do we want to solve that strategy? How do we take each person's needs into account, and then how do we want to solve that?
I noticed that there's just, we've been married almost 12 years this month, but that she sometimes just wants me to listen to her. She doesn't want me to fix anything. That's what men move to first. Did you find out with you? We're kind of hardwired to, oh, my wife is not happy, let me fix it.
Right.
And sometimes it's not that at all.
Yeah.
She just wants to be
a big
heard.
part of communication is just listening.
Definitely. And women, we want to vent a little bit. And men are more strategy driven. And so it's just understanding that it is the differences between the sexes is that, first of all, women need to understand too that men don't necessarily want to listen to us for, an hour about how our day was so terrible. They're like, God, come on, let's get this solved. So I think it's also understanding that too. Both parties need to, get that, hey, he's only going to listen for so long, and he's going to want to move into strategy, but, a man needs to know that he needs to be patient and at least give her 15 or 20 minutes, to get it out.
And for those couples that might be struggling after the holidays, this is a great time, I would think, to start working it out. It's a new year. Start it off good.
Exactly.
And what would you recommend to kind of get that year started off good?
Well, so the research shows that the reason why couples, struggle or they can't stay together is because they don't have relationship skills. They don't know how to negotiate. They don't know how to just communicate in a way that's not aggressive often. We usually use coercion and threats and demands to get what we want. And what that does is it drives our partner away. It doesn't bring them closer. That's the ironic thing. We actually think it's going to work. So, it doesn't, unfortunately. So, I think that definitely don't let problems fester.
Yeah.
You want to work on it now and get help. Whether it's counseling or coaching or online courses.
And she's here to help you.
That's right. Go online and look at Anna's website. There you see it, AnnaLoisel.com. Anna, good to see you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Relationship help. Hey, little shop of horrors next on the Morning Brew.